under the section Pastimes with Jagadānanda Pandit and Raghunath Bhatt Gosvāmī. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila, chapter 13, text number 42.
ভক্তগণ হইতে বিদায় লইয়া কাশী আগমন সব ভক্তগণ ঠাই আজ্ঞা ভাঙিলা বন পথে চলি চলি বারাণসী আইলা.
He took permission from all the devotees and then departed. Traveling on the forest path, he soon reached Varanasi.
So Jagadānanda Pandit, he went by the forest path.
So Jagadānanda Pandit, he went by the forest path.
And thus he followed in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So he's following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Arrived at Varanasi.
And via that Varanasi. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila, chapter 13, text number 43.
তপন মিশ্র ও বৈদ্য চন্দ্রশেখর সহ সাক্ষাৎকার ও সংলাপ. তপন মিশ্র চন্দ্রশেখর দোহারে মিলিলা তারো ঠাই প্রভুর কথা সকল শুনিলা.
When he met Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar in Varanasi, they heard from him about topics concerning Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar followed Lord Chaitanya's orders and stayed at Varanasi.
Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar Acharya followed Lord Chaitanya's orders and stayed in Varanasi.
But naturally, they were very eager to hear about the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
But naturally, they were very eager to hear the pastimes concerning Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Meaning of Jagadānanda Pandit, he told them about Lord Chaitanya's transcendental activities.
So, meeting with Jagadānanda Pandit, he told them about the transcendental activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila, chapter 13, text number 44.
মথুরায় সনাতন সহ মিলন ও উভয়ের আনন্দ. মথুরাতে আসি মিলিলা সনাতনে দুই জনের সঙ্গে দুহে আনন্দিত মনে.
Finally, Jagadānanda Pandit reached Mathura, where he met Sanātana Gosvāmī. They were very pleased to see each other.
When Vaishnavas meet each other, they're naturally very pleased.
When Vaishnavas meet each other, they're naturally very pleased.
And they have the great milan at Mayapur and the time of the appearance day of Lord Chaitanya.
We have the great Milan at the time of the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Mayapur.
And the devotees all happy to meet with the other devotees from different parts of the world.
And the devotees are very happy to meet other devotees from different parts of the world.
Is that correct?
Is that correct? Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila, chapter 13, text number 45.
সনাতন অনুভূতে পণ্ডিতের দ্বাদশ বন দর্শন. সনাতন করাইলা তারে দ্বাদশ বন দর্শন. গোকুলে রহিলা দুহে দেখি মহাবন.
After Sanātana Gosvāmī had taken Jagadānanda to see all 12 forests of Vrindavan, concluding with Mahavan, the two of them remained in Gokul.
This doesn't Navadvip, the 9 islands, are 12 forests in Vrindavan.
Just as in Navadvip, there are 9 islands, there are 12 forests in Vrindavan. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila, chapter 13, text number 46.
উভয়ের একত্র অবস্থান কিন্তু পৃথক অভ্যাস মতো পৃথক খাদ্য গ্রহণ সনাতনের গোফাতে দুহে রহে এক ঠাই পণ্ডিত পাক করেন দেবা লয়ে যায়।
They stayed in Sanātana Gosvāmī's cave, but Jagadānanda Pandit would go to a nearby temple and cook for himself. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila, chapter 13, text number 47.
সনাতন ভিক্ষা করেন যাই মহাবনে কভু দেবালয়ে কভু ব্রাহ্মণ সদনে।
Sanātana Gosvāmī would beg alms from door to door in the vicinity of Mahavan. Sometimes he would go to a temple and sometimes to a Brahmana's house.
So, little Swami was being Madhukari, begging door to door.
So Sanātana Gosvāmī, he was doing Madhukari. So he was begging from door to door.
That was how he survived.
That was how he survived.
Jagadānanda Pandit went to nearby temple and cooked prasad.
And Jagadānanda Pandit, he went to a nearby temple and cooked prasadam. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila, chapter 13, text number 48.
মানুষ সনাতন কর্তৃক পণ্ডিতের সেবা সনাতন পণ্ডিতের করে সমাধান মহাবনে দেন আনি মাঙ্গি অন্নপান।
Sanātana Gosvāmī attended to all of Jagadānanda Pandit's needs. He begged in the area of Mahavan and brought Jagadānanda all kinds of things to eat and drink.
So Sanātana Swami was begging for Jagadānanda Pandit.
So Sanātana Gosvāmī was begging for Jagadānanda Pandit. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila, chapter 13, text number 49.
একদিন পণ্ডিতের সনাতনকে নিমন্ত্রণ ও রন্ধন একদিন সনাতনে পণ্ডিত নিমন্ত্রিলা নিত্যকৃত করিতে পাখ চড়াইলা।
One day, Jagadānanda Pandit, having invited Sanātana to the nearby temple for lunch, finished his routine duties and began to cook. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila, chapter 13, text number 50.
মস্তকে সন্ন্যাসী বস্ত্র পরিধান পূর্বকে সনাতনের পণ্ডিতের গৃহে আহ্বান মুকুন্দ সরস্বতী নাম সন্ন্যাসী মহাজনে এক বহির্বাসে তেহ দিল সনাতনে।
Previously, a great sannyasi named Mukunda Saraswati had given Sanātana Gosvāmī an outer garment.
The sannyasis were clothing, Bahirvas, outer garment,
The sannyasis, they wear kopin, a bahirvas, outer garment,
and front piece was called Otarya,
and front piece, which is called uttariya, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila, chapter 13, text number 51.
সনাতন সেই বস্ত্র মস্তকে বাঁধিয়া জগদানন্দের বাসার দ্বারে বসিলা আসিয়া।
Sanātana Gosvāmī was wearing this cloth bound about his head when he came to Jagadānanda Pandit's door and sat down.
Since Jayapataka had invited Sanātana Swami to lunch with him,
Since Jagadānanda Pandit had invited Sanātana Gosvāmī to take lunch with him,
so Sanātana Swami sat down in Jayapataka's place.
so Sanātana Gosvāmī sat down in Jagadānanda Pandit's place.
And he was wearing the cloth that the sannyasi had given on his head.
And he was wearing the cloth that sannyasi had given him on his head. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila, chapter 13, text number 52.
সনাতনের বস্ত্রকে প্রভুদত্ত বস্ত্র জ্ঞানে পণ্ডিতের প্রেম। রাতুল বস্ত্র দেখি পণ্ডিত প্রেমাবিষ্ট হইলা, মহাপ্রভুর প্রসাদ জানি তাহারে পুছিলা।
Assuming the reddish cloth to be a gift from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagadānanda Pandit was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Thus, he questioned Sanātana Gosvāmī. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila, chapter 13, text number 53.
সনাতনের বস্ত্র প্রাপ্তির কারণ জিজ্ঞাসা। কাহা পাইলা তুমি এই রাতুল বসন, মুকুন্দ সরস্বতী দিল কহেন সনাতন।
Where did you get that reddish cloth on your head? Jagadānanda asked. Sanātana Gosvāmī replied, Mukunda Saraswati gave it to me.
Sanātana Swami told the truth.
So Sanātana Gosvāmī told the truth.
Got the cloth of this renowned sannyasi, Mukunda Saraswati.
He had the cloth from this renowned sannyasi Mukunda Saraswati.
When Jagadānanda Pandit thought he had gotten the cloth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
But Jagadānanda Pandit thought that he got the cloth from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila, chapter 13, text number 54.
প্রভু ব্যতীত অন্য সন্ন্যাসীর দান গ্রহণে পণ্ডিতের ক্রোধ। শুনি পণ্ডিতের মনে ক্রোধ উপাজিল, ভাতের হাঁড়ি হাতে লইয়া মারিতে আইল।
Hearing this, Jagadānanda Pandit immediately became very angry and took a cooking pot in his hand, intending to beat Sanātana Gosvāmī.
And then on the Pandit, he would easily become angry
So Jagadānanda Pandit, he would easily become angry
if he thought something was transgressing Lord Chaitanya.
if he thought something was transgressing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila, 13.55.
সনাতনের লজ্জা। সনাতন তারে জানি লজ্জিত হইলা, বলিতে লাগিলা পণ্ডিত হাই চুলাতে ধরিলা।
Sanātana Gosvāmī, however, knew Jagadānanda Pandit very well and was consequently somewhat ashamed. Jagdananda therefore left the cooking pot on the stove and spoke as follows. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila 13.56.
সনাতনকে পণ্ডিতের ঘর্ষণা তুমি মহাপ্রভুর হও পার্ষদ প্রধান তোমার সম মহাপ্রভুর প্রিয় নাহিয়ান
You are one of the chief associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Indeed, no one is dearer to him than you. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila 13.57.
অন্য সন্ন্যাসীর বস্ত্র তুমি ধরো শিরে কোন ইচ্ছে হয় ইহা পারে সেই পারে
Still, you have bound your head with a cloth given to you by another sannyasi? Who can tolerate such behavior?
So Jagadānanda Pandit, he is expressing why he's angry.
So Jagadānanda Pandit, he's expressing why he is angry. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila 13.58.
অমানি মানব মহাধীর সনাতন গোস্বামীর আত্মদৈন্য ও পণ্ডিতের গৌর প্রেম নিষ্ঠা প্রশংসা সনাতন কহে সাধু পণ্ডিত মহাশয় তোমা সম চৈতন্যেরও গৃহ কেহ নয়
Sanātana Gosvāmī said, "My dear Jagadānanda Pandit, you are a greatly learned saint. No one is dearer to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu than you."
So Jagadānanda Pandit is saying to Sanātana Gosvāmī, you're the dearest to Lord Chaitanya.
So Jagannath Pandit is saying to Sanātana Gosvāmī, "You are the dearest of Lord Chaitanya."
And Sanātana Gosvāmī is saying to Jagadānanda Pandit, you're the dearest to Lord Chaitanya.
And Sanātana Gosvāmī is saying to Jagannath Pandit, "You are the dearest to Lord Chaitanya."
Such are the dealings of the associates of Lord Chaitanya.
Such are the dealings of the associates of Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila 13.59.
এছে চৈতন্য নিষ্ঠা যোগ্য তো এইছে চৈতন্য নিষ্ঠা যোগ্য তোমাতে তুমি না দেখাইলা ইহা শিখিব কেমতে
This faith in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quite befits you. Unless you demonstrate it, how could I learn such faith?
Many times we ask, we can have faith in Krishna, how we can develop faith in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Many times devotees ask, we can have faith in Krishna, but how can we develop faith in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
By associating with Sanātana Gosvāmī is saying that your Jagadānanda Pandit, your nistha, your faith in Lord Chaitanya is so great, and by your demonstrating it, you're teaching us.
So Sanātana Gosvāmī is telling Jagadānanda Pandit that your faith, your nishtha in Lord Chaitanya is so great that by your demonstrating it, we are learning it. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antilila 13.60.
পণ্ডিতের প্রেম পরীক্ষণ ও প্রত্যক্ষ প্রদর্শন যাহা দেখিবারে বস্ত্র মস্তকে বাঁধিল সেই অপূর্ব প্রেম এই প্রত্যক্ষ দেখিল
My purpose in binding my head with the cloth has now been fulfilled. Because I have personally seen your uncommon love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Gauranga!
Gauranga!
Haribo!
Haribo!
Sometimes we like to think how this activity served like Guru Ganga.
Sometimes we like to think how this activity would serve Guru and Gauranga.
That's not what Swami said. The real purpose of my putting this thought on my head was fulfilled when I saw your uncommon love for Lord Chaitanya.
So Sanātana Gosvāmī said that my real purpose of putting this cloth on my head was fulfilled by
Your uncommon love for Lord Chaitanya.
your uncommon love for Lord Chaitanya.
Haribo, Gauranga.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antarida 13.61.
রাগমার্গীয় পরমহংসের কাঁসাই বস্ত্র পরিধান বিষয়ে নিষিদ্ধত্ব রক্তবস্ত্র বৈষ্ণবের করিতে না জুয়ায় কোন প্রবাসীরে দুমি কোন প্রবাসীরে দিমু কি খাই উহাই
This saffron cloth is unfit for a Vaishnava to wear. Therefore, I have no use for it. I shall give it to a stranger. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments on this incident as follows. Vaishnavas are all liberated persons, unattached to anything material. Therefore, a Vaishnava need not accept the dress of a sannyasi to prove his exalted position. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounce order from a sannyasi of the Mayavad school. Present-day Vaishnava sannyasis, however, never think that by accepting the dress of the sannyas order, they have become equal to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In fact, a Vaishnava accepts a sannyas order to remain an eternal servant of his spiritual master. He accepts the sannyas order knowing that he is unequal to his spiritual master, who is a Paramahamsa, and he thinks that he is unfit to dress like a Paramahamsa. Therefore, a Vaishnava accepts sannyasa out of humility, not out of pride. Sanātana Gosvāmī had adopted the dress of a Paramahamsa. Therefore, it was inappropriate for him to wear a saffron cloth on his head. However, a Vaishnava sannyasi does not think himself fit to imitate the dress of a Paramahamsa Vaishnava. According to the principles set down by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Trinadapi Sunichena, one should always think himself in the lowest stage, not on the level of a Paramahamsa Vaishnava. Thus, a Vaishnava will sometimes accept sannyas order just to keep himself below the level of a Paramahamsa Vaishnava. This is an instruction.
Sanātana Gosvāmī and other 5 of the 6 Gosvāmis.
So Sanātana Gosvāmī and other 5 of the 6 Gosvāmis. What's that?
They wore the dress of Babaji of Paramahamsa.
They wore the dress of the Babaji of the Paramahamsas.
So, and this sannyasi, They were cloth to Sanātana Gosvāmī.
Sorry.
And this sannyasi gave a red cloth
When this sannyasi gave his red cloth
to Sanātana Gosvāmī.
to Sanātana Gosvāmī,
Actually, Sanātana Gosvāmī was not wearing Gera or red cloth.
actually Sanātana Gosvāmī was not wearing gerua or the red cloth.
He was dressed as a Babaji, as a Paramahamsa,
He was dressed as a Babaji or the Paramahamsa.
and so he put the cloth around his head,
So he put this cloth around his head,
not knowing what to do with it.
not knowing what to do with it.
And this fast time happened when Jagadānanda,
So when this pastime happened, Jagadānanda Pandit,
and he thought if Sanātana Gosvāmī is wearing a saffron cloth on his head, it must be from Lord Chaitanya.
so he thought when Sanātana Gosvāmī is wearing this red cloth on the head, it must be from Lord Sri Chaitanya.
And when he heard it was from someone else, he became very angry.
And when he heard it was from someone else, he became very angry.
And he wanted to beat Sanātana Gosvāmī.
And he went to beat Sanātana
No, he
Gosvāmī.
wanted to.
He wanted to beat Sanātana Gosvāmī.
And then Sanātana Gosvāmī, he told Sanātana Gosvāmī, you're the dearest of Lord Chaitanya. Why are you wearing anyone else's cloth on your head?
So he told Sanātana Gosvāmī, you're the dearest of Lord Sri Chaitanya. Why are you wearing someone else's cloth on your head?
Sanātana Gosvāmī, I say, you're the dearest of Lord Chaitanya.
And Sanātana Gosvāmī was saying, you are the dearest of Lord Sri Chaitanya.
And because of your uncommon love for Lord Chaitanya, my purpose was fulfilled by wearing the saffron cloth on my head.
And he said that because of your uncommon love for Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my purpose of wearing this red cloth on the head was fulfilled.
But we take sannyas, not out of pride.
When we take sannyas, we don't take out of pride.
It's that we are keeping ourselves within the varnashram.
It is that we are keeping ourselves within the varnashram.
Acharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sanya.
Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas.
So I'm not taking the position of Paramahamsa.
So we're not taking the position of the Paramahamsas.
That we say to Prabhupada, Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa.
We say to our Baba, Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa.
So Prabhupada is a Paramahamsa, Vajrakacharya, established 108 temples around the world.
So Srila Prabhupada is a Paramahamsa. He's a Parivrajacharya. He established 108 temples around the world,
Which are our worshipable places.
we should offer our worshipful obeisances,
Which are our worshipable places.
which are our worshipable places.
And we keep the humble position. Prabhupada and Paramahamsa, we're lower.
And we keep the humble position. Srila Prabhupada is a Paramahamsa and we are lower.
But Prabhupada said in 1973 in London, on his Vyasa Puja.
But Srila Prabhupada said in 1973 in London on his Vyasa Puja
that he wanted all his Vyasa followers to be Paramahamsas.
that he wanted all his Grihastha followers to be Paramahamsas.
So that didn't mean that he wanted them to take sannyas and then as Vyasas, they should be Paramahamsas.
That didn't mean that he wanted them to take sannyas, but as Grihasthas, he wanted them to become Paramahamsas.
I mean that be fully dedicated in serving Guru and Krishna.
That means fully dedicated to serving Guru and Krishna.
So in that way, Prabhupada, giving his blessings to all his devotees to develop fully in their Krishna consciousness.
So in that way, Srila Prabhupada gave his blessing to all the devotees to develop fully in their Krishna conscious.
One day when he was 1977, he was a bit sick, he decided to go to the temple.
Who was that?
Prabhupada, by 1977,
Srila Prabhupada in 1977, when he was very sick, he decided to go to the temple.
that time he sat on the asana,
That time he sat on his Vyas asana
and he wished, he wished that his disciples would be dedicated, would be completely strong in their Krishna consciousness.
At that time, he blessed his disciples that they would be dedicated, fully committed in Krishna consciousness
Strong,
and strong.
and also that they would preach
And that also they would preach
not just the Lord Chaitanya.
the message of Lord Chaitanya.
So that was his desire.
So that was his desire.
He mentioned in London that his Guru Maharaj had sent sannyasi to preach in London.
He mentioned in London that his Guru Maharaj had sent sannyasis to preach in London,
But they are not able to do much.
but that they are not able to do much.
One of the British lords asked sannyasi, "Can you make me a Brahmin?"
One of the British lords asked the sannyasi, "Can you make me a Brahmana?"
Yes, I can make you a Brahmin.
Yes, I can make you a Brahman.
You have to follow the four principles.
We have to follow the four principles.
No eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no wine or intoxication.
No meat eating, no illicit sex, no wine, no gambling, no meat.
That's impossible, he said.
That's impossible.
That's
That's impossible.
That's my life.
That's my life.
So they're not able to change the people.
So they were not able to change the people.
But Prabhupada said, I sent three Grihastha couples,
The Prabhupada said, I sent 3 Grihastha couples,
and in the I forget one of the newspapers, the front page article was Hare Krsna rocks London.
and in one of the newspapers in London, there was a news headline which said, Hare Krishna's rock London.
I said, my Grihastha devotees did what the sannyasis could not do.
He said, my Grihastha disciples did what the sannyasi couldn't.
So, like that, Prabhupada had great expectations for his Grihastha followers.
So like that, Srila Prabhupada had great expectations from his Grihastha followers.
Hare Krishna. So,
Hare Krishna. Thus ends the chapter entitled Jagadānanda Pandit intends to beat Sanātana Gosvāmī with cooking pot under the section Pastimes with Jagadānanda Pandit and Raghunath Bhatt Gosvāmī.
Haribo.
Haribol! Questions?
Questions?
It's 9:40. 9:40.
Okay. Questions?
Hello, first.
Who wants to go first?
Men and ladies.
Men or ladies? Okay. Govinda Charan Prabhu. Who speak like one or two lines at a time? I will repeat to him in his ear. Okay.
Maharaj, you briefly mentioned how to increase the faith in Lord Chaitanya.
You briefly mentioned how to increase faith in Lord Chaitanya.
You said people say they can have faith in Krishna, but they don't have faith in Lord Chaitanya.
You said that people say that they have faith in Krishna, but not faith in Lord Chaitanya.
Can you please elaborate on that and help us?
Can you please elaborate on that? How we can have faith in Lord Chaitanya?
Last night, someone asked this question in the temple.
So last night somebody asked this question in the temple.
And I don't know, were you there?
I don't know, were you there?
So, there's other ways we can answer it.
So there are different ways in which we can answer this.
And see, Radharani created Navadip Dham,
So you see, Srimati Radharani created Srinavati Dham,
and she played on the flute
and she played on the flute
of Lord Krishna,
of Lord Krishna,
who does play on the flute so beautifully.
who was playing on the flutes so beautifully.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
So he came, I saw it was Radharani,
So he came and he saw it was Srimati Radharani.
and she had made a beautiful holy dham of 9 islands.
And she had made this beautiful holy dham of 9 islands.
And then Lord Krishna combined with Radharani,
So then Lord Krishna combined with Radharani,
took Radharani's heart,
took Radharani's heart,
and he took her complexion.
and he took her complexion.
And thus he became the united form of Radha and Krishna,
And thus he became the united form of Radha and Krishna,
of Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
of Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
And in the form of Krishna was most merciful.
So he's a form of Krishna who's most merciful.
And Radharani, we asked Prabhupada, Krishna makes us fast till midnight. And Radharani only fast till midday. Why is that?
So we asked Srila Prabhupada, Krishna makes us fast till midnight, because on Radha Ashtami we fast only up till noon. Why is that?
Prabhupada said, Radharani is very merciful.
Srila Prabhupada said, Radharani is very merciful.
So it's very hard to get Krishna's mercy.
So it's very hard to get Krishna's mercy.
He only gives out love of Krishna to fully surrender to him.
He only gives our love of Krishna to those who are fully surrendered to him.
Our Lord Chaitanya gives out mercy without considering who is qualified, who is not qualified.
But Lord Chaitanya, he gives mercy to anyone without considering who is qualified, who is not qualified.
If you want it, you'll do it.
If you ask it, if you desire it, you get it.
And some people didn't want it, but they got it.
If someone didn't want it, even they got it.
So, I want to understand how Krishna's most merciful form is Lord Chaitanya, and that's the want to have love for Lord Chaitanya.
So when one understands how Lord Krishna's most merciful form is Lord Chaitanya, that's when one gets the
So,
mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
what I guess one day they have Nitai Gaur, they have Maharaj, Hare Krsna, and Siddhartha Lakshmana.
So in Bombay, they have Nitai Gaur, they have Sri Radha Ras Bihari, Lalita Vishaka, and they have Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman
As worshipful deities.
as worshipful deities.
Of course, Jagadānanda, they have Tukaram and Vitala and many others.
Of course, Dinamas they have Tukaram, Vittala, and many others.
And they
Now Shrimade,
worshipful deities, those three altars.
but worshipful deities are those three altars.
Many people surround around Radha Rasi and Sitaram,
And many people crowd around Radha Ras Bihari and Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman,
but not so many around Sita Gaur.
but not so many around Nitai Gaur.
I was explaining in the class with the mercy of Nitai Gaur, or you get the mercy of Radha Rasi and Sitaram.
So by explaining in the class, by mercy of Nitai Gaur, you will get the mercy of Radha Ras Bihari and Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman.
We should all be crying the Lord Chaitanya to get the mercy of the other deities.
So we should all be requesting Lord Chaitanya to get the mercy of other deities.
If you don't, it's very hard to get the mercy.
If you don't, it's very hard to get the mercy.
But if you do, right, you get the mercy.
But if you do, it's very easy to get the mercy.
I was telling today how Lord Chaitanya came, it's supposed to be a golden age, starting 5,000 years after the beginning of Kali Yuga.
I was telling earlier today that Lord Chaitanya said or came in this golden age, which is supposed to start 5,000 years after the beginning of Kali Yuga.
This is mentioned in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana.
This is mentioned in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana.
That golden age lasts for 10,000 years.
The golden age lasts 10,000 years.
I think also recently in the end of the ninth or beginning of the 10th canto, how Lord Krishna, he would have the demonic forces fight with each other and kill each other.
So I'm also reading these days, end of 9th canto, beginning of 10th canto, how Lord Krishna was arranging these divine forces by having them being kill each other, or is that the king's looking?
How two demonic forces
Okay.
they propped up and fight each other to kill each other.
How two demonic forces were getting fought up and then killing each other.
So it seems that for no reason all over the world there's wars going on.
We see for no reason all around the world the war is going on.
So all these things is diminishing the demonic forces.
So all these things is diminishing the demonic forces.
And then naturally, Lord Chaitanya, he giving out his mercy freely.
Naturally, Lord Chaitanya is giving out his mercy freely.
We should naturally if you appreciate what Lord Chaitanya does, and how can you help but love him?
So if you appreciate what Lord Chaitanya does, how can you help but love him? Haribo!
Gauranga!
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 Gauranga! There also? She has a question too.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances on the lotus feet.
Hare Krishna, please accept my respectful obeisances.
So that
Accept it.
Two questions, Guru Maharaj, regarding the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mercy, when we ask, you mentioned just now, when Krishna gives mercy, it's not easy, but the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he gives mercy to everyone. So
And Krishna gives mercy, it's not easy. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives mercy, it's very easy.
when we asking for mercy from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prema or Krishna prema, or together, or anyone.
So when we are asking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for mercy, are we asking for love for Lord Chaitanya or love for Krishna? Or is it together?
I mean, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna.
I mean, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna.
Not actually, as by one Pandit in Puri,
I was asked by one Pandit in Puri
that we hear that devotees of Lord Chaitanya are also devoted to Lord Krishna.
we hear that devotees of Lord Chaitanya are also devoted to Lord Krishna.
So, where are you situated? With Lord Chaitanya or Lord Krishna?
So where are you situated? Are you with Lord Chaitanya or Lord Krishna?
Guru Maharaj, I'm asking that question due. I'm very fond of Bhagavatam, but Chaitanya Chaitanya goes on top of my head.
I'm fond of Bhagavatam, but Chaitanya Charitamrita goes top of my head.
I'm asking
You see, the devotees of Lord Chaitanya simultaneously are in Saitadi and Goloka.
So you see, devotees of Lord Chaitanya are simultaneously in Shvetadvip and Goloka.
So that's a special facility of being a devotee of Lord Chaitanya.
So that's a special facility of being a devotee of Lord Chaitanya.
It's like Jagadānanda Pandit. He's simultaneously Jagadānanda Pandit, he's also Satyadharma and Dharma.
Just like Jagadānanda Pandit, he is simultaneously Jagadānanda Pandit and he's also simultaneously Satyabhama.
Like Gosvāmī is a Manjari, at the same time it's not Gosvāmī.
Sanātana Gosvāmī is a Manjari and same time he's Sanātana Gosvāmī.
You know, Hare Krsna and the Ashtakis,
You know, Radha Krishna and Ashtasakhis.
Rupa Gosvāmī is a ninth Sakhi.
Rupa Goswami is a ninth Sakhi.
So he's simultaneously in Chaitanya Lila and Krishna Lila.
So he's simultaneously in Chaitanya Leela and Krishna Leela.
And the Gadadhar Prabhu is Radharani.
I mean, Gadadhar Prabhu is Radharani.
In Chaitanya Lila, he Gadadhar, and Krishna Lila is Radharani.
So in Chaitanya Leela, he's Gadadhar and Krishna Leela, he's Srimati Radharani.
And there's no loss be devoted to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So there is no loss in being devoted to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
And if you understand the Lord Chaitanya is Krishna in the mood of being his devotee.
So we understand Lord Chaitanya is Krishna in the mood of being his devotee. Haribo!
Actually, we cannot be God,
Actually, we cannot be God.
but to be a devotee of God, a Vaishnava, a Vaishnava, that's actually a wonderful position.
Actually, to be a devotee of God, being a Vaishnava, Vaishnavi, is a wonderful position.
So that's being demonstrated by Lord Chaitanya and his followers.
So that's being demonstrated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. Okay, another question. Haribo!
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
This is at my humble obeisance at your lotus feet. This question is from Dinesh Prabhu California. He has sent it by text. He is listening to your class.
Question by text message from Dinesh from California.
Atul. So he's asking, how should one fully surrender unto Guru and Krishna?
How should one fully surrender to Guru and Krishna?
Our mind is so obstinate that there are times when it does not want to accept any authority.
Our minds are so obstinate that sometimes it doesn't want to accept authority.
Just like they say, we're not the body.
Just like we say, we are not the bodies,
They also say, we're not the mind.
we also say we're not the mind.
And the mind, we have to, Bhakti, Siddhanta Saraswati said that we should beat the mind in the morning with shoes 108 times.
So Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur said that we should beat the mind in the morning with shoes 108 times.
In the evening, beat it with a broomstick 108 times.
And in the evening, beat it with broomstick 108 times.
Who's the boss here? The mind or you?
Who is the boss here? Mine or you?
You are the eternal spirit soul. And you are in control. You are the real person.
You are the eternal spirit soul. You are the real person, real spirit,
Not the mind.
not the mind.
I have to tell the mind who's boss.
When I should tell the mind, who's the boss? Okay. More questions, okay?
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my respectful obeisances at your divine lotus feet.
I will accept it.
Thank you. Guru Maharaj, like you mentioned, we are a soul, we are not this body. And when we leave this body, and if we go to spiritual world,
When we leave the body and when we go to spiritual world,
soul is Satchitananda. But what kind of form we have in the spiritual world?
what kind of form do we have as a soul in
How do
spiritual
we
world?
look?
How do we look in spiritual world?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
No birth, no disease, no old age, no death.
No birth, no old age, no disease, no death.
And the body and the form you have is just suitable for your eternal rasa with Krishna.
The body, the form you have is just as suitable for the rasa which you have with Lord Krishna.
Some have over there Sakya rasa, Vatsalya rasa,
Some have Sakhya rasa, some have Vatsalya rasa,
some Madhurya rasa.
some have Madhurya rasa.
You may be a man now, but you may have another form in the spiritual world.
You may be a man now, but you may have another form in the spiritual world.
A woman may be a friend of Krishna.
A woman may be a friend of Krishna.
So, you know, we take the words after birth, we take the world, and if you think of your husband, when you leave your body, you take the next birth as a man. You think of the wife and your body, take the next birth as a woman.
We take birth after birth in this material world. If you leave your body and you think yourself as a husband, you may take birth as a man. If you think of your wife, you may take birth as a woman.
If you think of Krishna, go back to the spiritual world.
If you think of Krishna, you go back to spiritual world.
We're saying the devotees, they should think of Krishna.
So we are saying the devotees, they should think of Krishna.
The spouses should also train their loved ones to think of Krishna.
And spouses should also train their loved ones to think of Krishna.
Anyway, what was your question?
How do we look in the spiritual world?
So that depends on your rasa.
So that depends on your rasa.
And you'll be a mother, father, your friend, your son, and you're a gopi, a queen, or whatever.
Whether your mother, father, friend, queen, gopi, depends on your rasa or servant.
If you go to Vaikuntha with Narayana and the swimming pool,
Depends where you go. You may go to Vaikuntha, where there is a form of Narayana,
similar form like Narayana.
and there you may have forms similar like Narayana.
But he has some special symbols,
But he has some special symbols,
like the Sriracha mark,
like the Srivatsa mark,
like the Kastubha money.
like Kastuba mani.
And so we don't have that mark.
So we don't have that mark.
In the Brihat Bhagavad and Gopakumar, in the Vaikuntha, everyone look like Narayana, even though Narayana.
So in in Priya Bhagavatamrita, when Gopakumar visits Vaikuntha, everyone was saying, here's Narayana, here's Narayana.
But they weren't Narayana. They knew how to tell the real Narayana.
But they weren't Narayan. They knew how to tell who was Narayan. They all looked alike.
Only Narayana has this Srivasa mark.
Only Narayan has this Srivatsa mark, although they look alike.
And Vaikuntha, that's what your relationship is. You have a form. That form is now dormant.
So that depends on your relationship. There may be Vaikuntha, there may be Goloka. You have a form, but it's dormant.
When you liberate it, you'll manifest your original form.
When you are liberated, then you manifest your original form.
Gopakumar, he was a college friend of Krishna.
So Gopakumar, he was a cowherd friend of Krishna.
But first he went to Vaikuntha
But first he went to Vaikuntha
and he wanted to embrace Narayana.
and he wanted to embrace Narayan.
Narayana.
Wow! You can't do that.
All of this. All in reverence.
All in reverence.
But Krishna could embrace the result.
With Krishna, you can embrace and wrestle.
So finally, after a while, you can read the book.
Finally, after a long time, you can read that book.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Finally, he got to Goloka, Vrindavan, and he got his original position
Finally, he got to Goloka and Vrindavan and he got his original position
as a coward boyfriend.
as a cowherd boyfriend.
So, what's your form?
So, what's your form?
Last question.
Okay, man. So many questions here.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept the respect notices. All goes to Guru Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj,
TV gone.
you have dedicated your all life when you got into Krishna consciousness to Srila Prabhupada. Your 74 years from 19 till now, 100% dedication. Tan, man, dhan, all your.
From 19 to 74, you've dedicated your whole life, your whole mind and spirit. You've dedicated your mind, body, and soul, everything is
19 years wasted.
19 years wasted.
So, Guru, I'm coming to my question. You were thinking like 19 years wasted. For us, we are Grastas, you are our role model.
You can come here. Just speak from here. I'll have to repeat twice.
Actually, turn that so Guru Maharaj, you are
Speak in his ear.
our role model, And if you want to take even 0.01% of you, and as a grahastha, we want to dedicate our life. What we are doing right now is we are only giving maybe a fraction of what you have dedicated to Srila Prabhupada. Maybe we have a lot of wealth, but we're giving little wealth. We have a lot of time, but we're giving little time. But you have given 100%, maybe more than 100%. Like Rupa Goswami. For grahasthas, we should give 50%, 25% family. How we can dedicate like you, and how much percentage we should dedicate to Maharaj? Like if you can give us some, you have given 1000%, 100%, but from percentage wise, how much we should dedicate? Funds, time, energy, our talent. Please bless us and guide us how you want all of us to surrender. Hari Bol.
Of course, these questions are answered in Prabhupada books.
Of course, these questions are answered in Srila Prabhupada's books.
But as a sannyasi, I have to give 1%, 100%.
As a sannyasi, I have to give 100%.
I give 99, I'm fallen.
If I give 99, I'm fallen.
As a grihastha, 50% is doing great.
But as a grihastha, 50% and you're doing great.
But sometimes there's something. Even all the grihasthas, if they give 10% or 5%, that'll be so much.
Sometimes we're discussing that as grihasthas, if you're giving 5%, 10%, that would be great.
Anyway, the point is, I've seen like some grihasthas they were hearing hospital manager this morning.
Which manager? We were hearing this morning from asthma manager.
Hospital manager.
Oh, hospital manager.
She wants to serve the DVC.
She wants to serve the GVC.
And be a coordinator for all the ministries.
Be the coordinator for all the ministries.
And all the standing committees.
And all the standing committees.
So she was saying that in the hospital, we have like 34, 35 specialties.
See, she was saying that in my hospital, I have 34 or 35 specialties.
And I want to see what each missionaries, what each of the ministries taking, what their purpose is, and try to help them fulfill that.
So you want to see what each ministry, what each committee purpose is, what their status is. You want to help them achieve their purpose.
She had 2 kids, 1 8, 1 11.
She has 2 kids, 1 8, 1 11.
She has a job.
She has a job.
She has a husband.
And naturally, she has a husband.
Now, but she wants to serve her son.
But she wants to serve.
And she was a disciple of Jagadānanda, who recently passed away.
She's a disciple of His Holiness Kadamba Maharaj, who recently passed away.
And he was instructing her how ISKCON could be managed.
He was instructing her how ISKCON could be managed.
With her husband's approval. And she thinks she can do it.
With her husband's support, she thinks she can do it.
Very impressive. You don't have to be a sannyasi. In fact, sannyasi, I don't have any qualification for renunciation.
So this was very impressive. In fact, you don't have to be a sannyasi. In fact, sannyasi may not have the proper qualifications.
And so she had the vision to serve her son.
So she had the vision how to serve ISKCON.
Also, she's chanting her 16 rounds to find the principles.
Also, she's chanting her 16 rounds and following the principles.
That's the kind of people we need.
So that's the kind of people we need.
People who are really dedicated. They want to serve his son.
People who are really dedicated, who want to serve ISKCON.
We heard like this Authentic restaurant is the best restaurant in Dallas. Right?
We heard like this that the Kalachandji restaurant is one of the best restaurants in Dallas, something like that.
And Sanātana Krishna said, my Dallas, and the whole world.
As Sanātana Krishna Prabhu said, not just in Dallas, but all over the world.
So, Jagadānanda's wife, she said she was part of the team that helped establish our cooking menu. She's there?
Yeah.
So Nityananda Prabhu, she was the.
You mentioned about her today, she manifested.
Ah,
She's the wife of Nityananda Prabhu. And she managed all the cooking.
she said she doesn't cook anymore, and she did her original part.
She said she doesn't do cooking anymore, but she did the original menu and cooking.
So, like that, don't hesitate. Either in sannyasi, either that. Whatever you can do it.
So don't hesitate. I'm not a sannyasi, I'm not a that. Whatever you can do, do it.
Haribol.
Haribo!
In Detroit, in the farm there, they have a cow cuddling program.
In Detroit, at the farm there, they have cow cuddling program.
And so many people come to cuddle the cows that they don't know what to do.
So many people come and they come there to cuddle the cows and they don't know what to do.
So you have to stress the cows a particular way and have them
So they scratch the cows in a particular way and they're happy.
and people, I never eat cow again.
And the people sign up that they would never eat cow again.
So how you can serve Krishna is not stereotype, because they different ways.
So how you can serve Krishna is not stereotype. There are unlimited ways.
Some people may give millions of dollars. Some people may cook a nice preparation.
Some people may give money in dollars and some people may cook nice preparations.
And some may call a cow or soul or arti.
Some people may cuddle the cow, some people may do a Homa Arti.
Everyone should have this service attitude.
So everyone should have this service attitude.
If Krishna is pleased, as Lord Krishna is pleased, that's our purpose in life.
If Guru and Krishna is pleased, that is our purpose in life.
Haribo!
Haribo!
All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. His Holiness, Shri Srimad Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki. Maharaj ki. Yeah.
Another call.
He's on the
He's from Detroit. There's a lot of devotees from Detroit. Devotees just came from Detroit also. So Mataji is one side, Prabhuji one side. This, right? Jagannath stick.
He's going to stick go. Stick is coming. Here we go.
So left side Prabhuji's, right side Mataji's. Jai Haribo. Left side Prabhuji's. Guru Maharaj left side Prabhuji's, right side Prabhuji's. Hariva.
No, I'm not counting. I'll count. Well, this is Deen Pawan Gauranga Prabhu. He leads 3 Bhakti Vrikshas in Detroit. He came with his family today. We invite you to Michigan.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, please come to Michigan.
He's saying this somewhere.
I want to offer this to Guru Maharaj.
It's okay. Jai.
That's it, Guru Maharaj, and that's it.
Jai. Hariva.
Pizza.
Picture. Hariva. Oh, come back again last. Good month. Jai. You don't need to put your head.
Wait, I'll just do Manu.
Yeah.
Can you keep counting? 10. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
You Jagannath stick it every
Somebody give Lakshmi the announcement.
Yeah.
9 o'clock, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Tomorrow what? Okay. Yes, 6 o'clock I'll be reading. I'm staying here. Okay. Okay. Bridge?
গুরু মহারাজ আমার একটা প্রশ্ন ছিল আরেকদিন করবো না
কি ভাষা?
Bridge of Prana, forgot it.
কি বলে?
প্রশ্ন ছিল
Which one have to read? Contribution for which one to read? Methodist Charity Plan and Contribution for Child Protection Corpus. Okay. And you showed me one more also about that. You don't want to do that. Alright. You showed me one more for budget. Okay, this is this two only. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, this will be in the morning. I'll start 6 o'clock this morning. No. Harda says do that time. What time should I go? 7 o'clock? No, but
Morning when you wake up. Even office hours.
Yeah. You tell me what time should I go? 3 o'clock. Do it that time?
Morning when he gets goes to the shower.
That time. What time should I start with him?
Start when he goes to the water.
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Okay. I'll start that time. Okay.
Wake up, out, email.
Yeah. Exercise, yeah.
Then he goes to all the Bangladesh. And emails, we have a time, specific time.
Yeah.
After breakfast,
Yeah.
comes in.
I think we should also have a specific time. That'd be also good.